Assalamualaikum and good morning to everyone, and welcome to our podcast. So, we have three main guests, and we are going to talk about what are some challenges that teachers face when conducting a classroom. So, before I let out my own opinion, I would like to ask for Hairuzan's opinions first. So, Hairuzan, you may talk about your opinion first.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Okay, so my opinion about the challenges that the teacher face when conducting a classroom is the struggle to
I see.
find the teaching material. Alright,
Mm,
so this is one of the issue that I think most of the teacher have always faced when preparing their lesson, especially for those who are in their first year of teaching.
mm,
Usually, the new teacher that are just sent to school to teach uh, face problem in term of finding teaching material.
mhm.
Mostly, most of the new teacher face reality shock where they have to imply the skill that they learn in university and adjust it to the school or classroom environments.
I see.
Okay. Other than that, the lacks of facility at the school can also be the causes of teachers struggling to find teaching material.
I see. Okay, thank you, Mr. Haizuran, for your opinion.
All right.
So, what about Mr. Muhammad Nur Aiman? What do you think the teachers face in the classroom? When the teachers teach in the classroom, what problems do they have when teaching in them?
So
What do you
I
think
will
about it?
be talking about two problems.
Yeah,
One is grammar and pronunciation, and then another one is assessment and evaluation. That's four, not two. Okay.
okay.
Okay. So, firstly, English grammar can be really intricate with a lot of rules, exception, and irregularities. ESL learners may also struggle with understanding and applying these rules correctly, leading to a lot of confusion and errors in their spoken and written English.
I see.
English pronunciation can be challenging also due to its irregularities, such as silent letters, diverse accent, a lot of things.
I see.
ESL learners may also have difficulty pronouncing certain sounds or words accurately, which can affect their ability to communicate effectively and be understood by others.
Mm,
They also often come from linguistic backgrounds with different grammatical structures. For example, languages like Mandarin or Malay have different word order and sentence structure compared to English. Adjusting to English grammar patterns can be challenging. I believe it is really challenging for ESL students.
I see.
Okay, now to the next point, which is assessment and evaluation.
Mm-hmm.
Traditional assessment methods may primarily focus on content knowledge rather than language proficiency. This can be a disadvantage for ESL students who may have a strong grasp of the subject matter but struggle with expressing their understanding in English.
I see.
Um, Standardized tests or assessment uh, designed for native English speakers may not accurately measure the language skills of ESL learners. These
Mm,
students may perform poorly on tests not because they lack of understanding, but because of the language barrier.
I see.
Then finally, ESL students may demonstrate proficiency in informal language setting but struggle with academic or formal language use required in assessments.
Mm,
Assessment may not capture their full linguistic capabilities, leading to underestimation of their language skills. I
I
think
see.
that's it from me.
So, Mr. Aiman, do you have any experience teaching non-Malay students like Indians or Chinese? Have you ever teach
Uh,
them?
I personally don't have any experience teaching actually.
Yeah.
So the next PG will be my first
First experience of
first
teaching,
experience.
being a teacher.
Yeah.
I see. So, what's your opinion there? Can you actually teach them English language not regarding the race, but all the race, Malay, Chinese, Indian? what do you think? What do you think is the hardest when teaching them? Like the language
Um,
itself or the pronunciation?
like I said before,
Uh,
their background, the cultural background might be a bit difficult to comprehend everything, right? It's quite,
yeah,
it's really hard for me, I think. But
I see.
through a lot of hard work and everything, I think I can do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay. Good luck for your PG, Mr. Aiman. Okay,
thank
thank
you.
you, Mr. Aiman. Aiman.
I
So
will.
next, Aiman. Sorry, Mr. Aiman. Okay, so next participant is Alwan Najmi Saleh. So let us hear your opinion, Alwan.
Hi,
Yeah.
hi, I'm Alwan Jimmy, and for the for my point is, as far as I can tell, the
Mm.
problem faced for teachers in conducting a lesson is that to align their teaching strategies with what students need, in
Mm-hmm.
which their learning styles and so forth. This is that due to the fact that we all know different students possess different learning styles, isn't it?
Yeah.
So is it uh, it is a challenge for teachers to align, to choose how to say,
Mm-hmm.
to choose a suitable
Resource.
learning resource for
I
each
see.
students that possess the different learning style.
I see.
And
So what do you think when you say learning resource? What do you think? Is it easy to find resources in the internet to teach your students? Or is it
uh,
hard?
to find the resource is
Yeah,
to match the students' need is not.
it's not
to,
easy. I
because
see.
some of them might be kinesthetic learners,
Mm-hmm.
or there are four types of learning style, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is
Mm-hmm.
the challenge, I think, faced by teachers, especially when
Mm-hmm.
we don't have any experience in teaching.
Yeah.
So that will be a biggest problem for the teachers.
Yeah. And also, so what form are you plan on teaching? Do you plan on teaching like form one students or higher upper students like form five? Which do you plan on teaching first?
I think I might go with the Form 1 students, since Form 1 students still, how to say, they're more active in learning
Mm-hmm.
compared to Form 5, where they think some of them might think that uh, learning English is not very important for them. They're not going to use it. So I think teaching Form 1 is easier.
I see. All right. So any more to add, Mr. Alwan?
So far it's not
So far,
that.
so good.
So far so good. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So thank you, Mr. Alwan. So, by all of your opinions on what the teachers face when in a classroom are really yes. Nowadays teachers face all of that. So, do you guys agree about teacher having a burnout where they are emotionally and physically tired? Do you all agree about that? Mister?
I I
Mm-hmm.
personally would agree, because being a teacher is not an easy job actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
you are the person who's gonna educate the future leaders.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
So
it's not an
that's
easy
what.
task.
Yeah, that makes the teachers have a heavy workload and including stress and a lack of support from the surroundings and all. And yeah, as mentioned as all of you before, the limited resources where we have to find our own resource, whether we can take it from the internet or we do it ourselves. So that's also makes some teachers quite stressed. And also nowadays the technology integration towards the classroom, like teachers need to be more 21st century when teaching. Like we cannot even use whiteboards anymore. We can use, but it's better not to, for we must teach our younger generations about the important things about when using the internet and all. So yeah, I think that is all for our podcast for today. So thank you everyone for joining. Bye bye.